Someone once gave me a book called The Alchemist. It was in our camp. She was a Dutch girl called Astrid. Uh, when I read The Alchemist, there are two things that I came out of that I picked from the book that I think I have lived with since 2007. So that's like what? We're in 2024. That's like 13 plus 4, 17 years ago. Then those two things are a butterfly, a white butterfly, and the concept of the universe conspiring to help us. Let's start with with the white butterfly. The book says that the book insinuated that if you were to see a white butterfly, that it was a sign of good luck. And I came out of it believing in it. And the following year, while I was waiting for money to start my first organization, it was my first like international organization. On the day that I received the money to start the organization, I had a white butterfly come, a very small white butterfly fly and come and land on my knee. And then I didn't think much of it, although I saw it as a white butterfly and thought, good luck. And a few hours later, I received the alert that I had received money from the Netherlands. So yeah, that's one thing that I came out of from The Alchemist. The other thing is about the world or the universe conspiring to help you achieve whatever it is that you believe in. I think the phrase says something like, if you believe in something, if you truly believe in something, the whole universe conspires to help you achieve it. So when I'm reading this, it's in 2007. It's the first time that I've had a stable job, working with volunteers, working with international volunteers. And I am imagining, or I'm thinking in my head, that I can start my own organization to bring international volunteers to Kenya. At this point, I do not know anyone, I do not know anything, but I'm thinking that the whole universe will conspire to help me achieve that. And I started working on it, irrespective of how many challenges I had in regard to how that thing was going to come through. And it did come through. It did come through. I remember the following year, I got the money to get the organization started. A few months into the organization, I received the money in May. In September, I had my first volunteers, 4 volunteers. One of the 4 volunteers, I had met them previously, a year before, in a different work camp. Yeah, so I got the volunteers coming, but it wasn't easy. After the first volunteers came in September, I didn't have any volunteers in October, in November, in December, in January. In February, I got one volunteer, a British volunteer, and I did not have any volunteer again. In March, in April, I got one volunteer, an American girl, Sarah. And then in the midst of all that, and in the midst of, you remember me saying about the whole universe conspiring to help you achieve it? Yeah. So it just happens as I used to look for volunteers, I'll spend many hours on the internet, browsing, writing emails and stuff. And then there was this one particular lady that used to ask me very many questions. I almost even grew tired of the many questions that she used to ask about volunteering. I was like, come on, if you want to come to Africa, come. If you trust me, trust me. If you can't, I have numbers of people you can call in your own country who can tell you about me and about my character, and that will be safe with me, and that I'll make your experience worthwhile. Uh, so yeah, I was getting impatient about that. I was getting impatient about all these questions. But then it turned out that this was a scout. That she works for university in France, and that's how I got my first contract with a university in France. And so that school in France used to send me volunteers. Used to send me volunteers in Kenya, and I will place them in different volunteer. I'll place them in different community-based organizations and projects around the country. So by May of the following year of 2009, I was receiving more volunteers than I could handle. I was receiving more volunteers, and others I was rejecting because I was at capacity. Yeah, someone who had never been outside Nairobi prior to 2007 was here in 2009 with his own international organizations, with a house in Buruburu, Phase 5, a four-bedroom house filled with wazungus. I could have done that, and I did that. Now, as I set out to do what I'm trying to do as I set out to do what I'm trying to do with this new brand, with the CK. Uh, just so you know, I have like right now, I have like today is what it's. I think it's the 2nd of December, 2024. I have like 3,000 shillings between me and poverty, and I don't know where my next money is going to come from. But I have in my head that I'm going to start an international clothing brand, and I'm going to do it because for one reason or another, I was born like that, like stupid or crazy like that. So, and I suffer for it. I suffer for my chasing of dreams. Yeah, I'm 43 years old. I don't have a family. I don't have a wife. I don't have children. And I want to have them, but I just can't have children and have them suffer the way that I have suffered growing up. I can't have that. I have to break the cycle at some point. I'm not bringing children into power. I'm not bringing my children into poverty. I can't handle having my child cry to me asking for bread and I don't have money. I don't know what I will do. So I guess God saw the intensity of uh, that commitment or that, I don't know, strength of character, and thought maybe we shouldn't give him a family right about now before he gets money. So yeah, but against all challenges, against all impossibilities, there is nothing you can tell me. I am going to start this brand, and I am going to do very well with it. And I know for a fact, because this is not the first time that I'm starting something from scratch, that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much you learned, how much you put in. At the end of the day, you must get something if you are consistent. You must gain something from it. And I'm thinking, even I think in the Bible it says you get 30, 60, 90, depending on what God allows or wills. So at the end of it all, I'm going to have done something. And I'm thinking each time I'm working on it, like yesterday I came up with the graphics for like the packaging will have like the graphics that represents the company and stuff, not logo, just graphics. And the one that I came up with, it's what do you call it? Do you know Mystic? It's Mystic. There is some spirit in it. that I some power in it that I can't explain. It's I don't know if it's going to have the same effect on everyone, but it had that effect on me. You guys will see it and you'll tell me. But I think it's something big. Yeah. So and everything that I'm doing, like that graphics, like the logo, like the name, like the brand story, irrespective of whether the brand works or not, these things will live forever and they will always be there. This was done by Gibson Maina. Yeah. And so right now at my point in life or in my age, at my age or at my point in life, I'm more into living a legacy of hope, resilience, living a legacy of dignity, man. It's about time that we returned to a world where we just love each other, man, and we can be able to live together in peace, in love, without violence. And so, yes, I wanted to tell you that story, and I wanted to have some stuff to look at because now, with building this brand, uh, the experts are saying that I have to be doing content, and I have to be talking to you like this, and so that's what we are trying to do. And of course, it's not always going to be like this. I'm going to improve it with time. I learn very fast and I tend to change things very fast. Even right now, all my videos are supposed to come with what do you call it? A thumbnail. My YouTube videos are supposed to come with a thumbnail, but yesterday I tried it. I tried to come up with I tried to create a thumbnail, to not to create, but to embed it on the video, and it refused. I don't know because it was a short video. So today I'm doing this long video and try to put the what do you call it? And try to put the thumbnail on the video. So yeah, I'm good. I'm happy.